Alright, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Aryan Kumar, and today we are going to discuss all about graphs in physics. Now, what is a graph? A graph is a representation that simply identifies any particular direction. That can be north, that can be south, that can be east, west, maybe any direction, that can be southeast, southwest. But again, how does that identify is our question. Why does it identify is our question? Okay, so what is a graph? Graph is any type of visual representation that shortens your data. Okay, now what does this line means? I will just explain after the word I'm playing right now. Okay, so the graph means a visual representation that explains any direction at a point where it rises, where it runs. For suppose in 6 months I have calculated 20 kilos of rice at a mill. So how can you identify the number, the data of the question or the maybe the statement in a graph? You don't have to simply write it very long. You can do that by graph. You can just explain its direction, explain whether it is negative, positive. Again, there are concepts of negative and positive. Uh, x y axis is my positive axis, and again x positive, x negative, and y negative. Now this is going forward, this is positive, this is backward, this is negative, this is again at our left hand, this is negative, this is at our right hand, that we normally identify as positive. Okay, now how does typical type of information works? For suppose I'm saying in maybe in the month of Feb I have calculated 2 kgs. How will I say that? So this is my 2. For suppose this is my 2. Okay. How will I do that? Is just go on a run and rise the point from here. This particular graphical representation, the mentioning here is known as a graph of run and rise, or you can say two lined graph. Okay, and if I talk about one line graph, that goes like, let me just explain here. There are four axes, positive, negative, y-axis. Again, I'll just write y and x here. You know what are the opposites? There's a negative, that is negative. Okay, uh, now what is a one line graph? That can be a parabola, that can be a hyperbola. Okay, that can be hyperbola. Okay, now you don't know that, I'm just explaining that to you. Oh, that's a funny incident. But don't worry, this is the thing that we are going to cover very next with the numericals. Right now, just focus upon a one line graph. What do you think of one line graph? I will just say a line that intersects at any point. Again, it is intersecting at this point. It goes at any particular direction. It goes from one negative portion to another negative or positive portion. Maybe that can be according to your statement that it says. Okay, so that is how you represent a particular line, best line of fit. This is also known as the best line of fit. Let me just type it here. The best line of fit. Okay, perfect. It is also known as this thing. Okay, wherever it fits perfectly is known as the one line solution. Okay, now I wouldn't discuss about error bar much of the time, but error bars are graphical representation of the uncertainty or variability in a set of data points. They are often used in scientific plots to indicate the precision of data being plotted. Again, they just try to calculate the uncertainty or the precise amount that they are going to get. So that can be like one point to another point, connecting with one point, then again going to another point, that can be again going to another point. Okay, basically calculations between these points, these precise points, are known as error bar, that identify a error in a graph or any visual representation. We will discuss this very precisely tomorrow again, with numericals. Be with me, be on my channel. Thank you for watching the video. Bye bye.